Welcome back! Finally, we're in Dobby and we're on our way to Cornwall. If you'd have watched last week's video, we were super worried that we may not have made it, but here we are on our way. So I had work this morning, started at 5 and I finished at 1. Callum kindly packed the van up, and as soon as I finished, I went home, got changed, and we headed off on our journey. The traffic was really good. Travelling on a Sunday around lunchtime was obviously a good idea, and we didn't really hit much traffic. We made a couple of stops just for the loo and also for some lunch. This is the Willow Man. It's something that I've seen every year. However, he's looking a little bit sparse this year. And then we came up to the nearly there trees once hitting Devon, which was really nice to see. Normally means you've got about an hour left. And we made it. We got Tanuki. We headed straight down for a drink. Well deserved, I think, for Callum driving us, and Dobby did so well. Feel a little bit like we're cheating on Dobby tonight, as I've been up since 4 AM, done a shift at work, and then we've driven down to Cornwall. So Dad, bless him, booked us a Premier Inn for the first night. So poor Dobbs is sleeping out here on his own, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Good morning, it's Monday, and what a beautiful day it is. No Monday blues here. We headed to St Earth, which is a train station close to St Ives, jumped on the train via Carbis Bay and then put it into St Ives, and it was beautiful. This was actually a really good idea. We saw it on TikTok. We normally park at the top of St Ives and it's so busy you normally can't get space, but we actually paid about £6 I think for a return. And it was nice to just watch the scenery, different way of travelling, gave Dobby a little rest, but it was beautiful. They do need to clean the windows though, as it isn't that great for trying to take photos. Miles and miles of golden beaches. It is so beautiful. St Ives is actually known for a place where artists flock to. The reason for this is it's a really good light source. As we went past, the helicopter went past. It was about a 10-minute journey from St Earth to St Ives, so it was us pulling in the station, a little walk up to the town centre, walked through, had a little look at some of the shops. We then headed down to the harbour, had a wander on the beach, and then came back up and had a nice ice cream. As we weren't too far away from Penzance, we popped over and just had a little wander around the town, grabbed a pasty for lunch and headed back to the van. Made our way up to Perranporth, which is actually where we'd booked a night's stay. Had a look around the little town and then walked into the beach. When I was younger, we used to camp not far from here, and we'd always spend our days on this beach. So it was a little throwback walking along that little stream that I used to play at. This was our campsite for the night, Anchor Barrow. It's absolutely wonderful. It's so nice at the top of a hill. So we went to reception and got the details, found our pitch, which actually you can just pitch where you like. So we chose to pitch here. We're only here for the night, so we haven't set up too much. Callum cooked us a lovely dinner. We had steak with pasta. Headed over to the washing up area to do our washing up. This was a nice little outdoor bar area, which they've got. Here's the bar. It's in like a trailer. And then we just sat and listened to some music, played some cards, and watched the sunset. It's good night from us. We'll see you in the morning. We woke up this morning after a night of rain and it was really fresh outside. Had some breakfast and then headed for a shower. These are the shower cubicles at Anchor Barrow. They're really big. And then did the chores of putting our rubbish in the waste. So we got up and left the campsite. It was a lovely campsite to stay on. We'd definitely be back. And we headed to Padstow for the day. We went the coastal route and this is some of our journey. This place is called Watergate Bay. It's known for surfers' paradise. Then we got to Padstow. We parked down the bottom. Sometimes we do the park and ride. Spotted ourselves on the left-hand corner here on the webcam. Had a wander around, got some bits from the bakery, and then got the ferry over to Rock. We had a little wander around, had a look at the really nice houses. There's quite a few new builds being built over there. And then we just sat on the beach for an hour or two and just watched the boats come in and relax. We then headed over to our next campsite, which was McDonald's Farm, and checked in, found our pitch, and it hammered it down. We waited for the storm to pass and then we put up our new awning, checked out the little shop and the animals. They've got alpacas, goats, bunnies, guinea pigs, horses and some pigs, but we couldn't see the pigs, and chickens. We grabbed a drink from the bar and ordered ourselves some dinner. We've actually got a really good pitch here. We're right near the entrance but far enough away from the road, and these are the facilities which we're really close to. So there's some family and disabled showering area, there's a laundrette, normal shower block, a dog wash area and a washing up area as well. Morning, it's Wednesday today and it was beautiful sunshine to wake up to, quite a cloud in the background but it didn't ever come and hit us. We headed off to Charlestown to start with. It's a lovely little fishing village. We walked down to the beach and it was so peaceful, the water was so blue, there was a lady swimming. We walked across the little bridge to the other side, which again was another stunning beach. It's so secluded here, it's almost like a private little town that you can just explore. Then we made our way to the Lost Gardens of Heligan. This is a really nice attraction. I've actually never been before, but Callum's grandparents used to take them, I believe. So we took a visit. This was a working beehive. If you actually watch closely, you can see them coming in and out. It was amazing. It was like something not out of this world. So this was a sleeping lady, as you can see. There was a troll head just previous to that. But we walked up and down. We were there for about 2 hours. This one's quite hard to see, but it's the grey lady. You can just see the outline in the middle there. We then walked through what felt like a jungle and then over a rope bridge. It was really, really cool. It was beautiful, quite humid, obviously, as you're under all of the canopies of the plants. Everything is giant. But it was a really, really nice day out. We really enjoyed ourselves. We then headed up to the garden area, had a little look around there, and then we went for some lunch. This was the rope bridge. Apparently it is the longest rope bridge in the UK. I had sandals on, which probably wasn't a very good move, but we didn't know we was coming here until last minute, so it is what it is. It was actually really long, as you can tell, and then I'll turn the camera around and you can see Callum struggling to get across. There were so many lovely flowers around and lots of things to take photos of. We had a really refreshing lunch. It was a salad with meats and cheese and also some grapefruit and orange slices, but it was so lovely. And then we headed to Mevagissey. Mevagissey is a working fishing town. This was the harbour. There were some people washing their boats and repainting the surfaces. Had a drink in the pub and just people watched. We then popped past Nuki on the way home, checked the shops out, and then Callum cooked us up a barbecue. It was so nice. Did well there, Cal. As Callum cooked, it was my turn to wash up, so here is a time lapse of me washing up. If only it was actually done this quick. We then headed over to the bar and Callum had a drink and I went and played with the animals. These guys were so friendly, they just wanted scratches really. And then Callum caught a nice photo of me looking at the alpacas. And then the madness started. It started off at this bush. There was hundreds and hundreds of billywitches, as you can see. This is how it ended up, running around the campsite with our hoods up. We then set off for a beach day in the morning. This was our morning drive to Fistral Beach. It was so sunny today, probably the hottest day that we've had so far. So we made sure we had our sun cream on and headed straight to Fistral. Managed to actually get a space right in front of the beach, which is pretty unusual to be honest, but I think it's because we were up quite early. And then we wandered down, bought a bat and ball actually from the shop and had a play of that on the beach. We first sunbathed, Callum then headed down and I couldn't help but watch this little doggy. It was having so much fun running in and out of the water. Then it was my turn and this is sped up as the water had gone out quite a way when I decided to go in. It was so refreshing. We then headed back to the site, pitched up Dobby and caught the bus, which is the Atlantic Coastal Rider, for £5 each for an all-day bus pass, and we headed to Padstow again. There were so many nice pictures you could take on the way. Here were some of them. The roads were so narrow, the bus driver was really brave. And here we are in Padstow. We walked straight past Rick Stein's fish shop, so we grabbed a portion of chips to share and then saw these huge fish in the harbour. Wandered around the harbour for about an hour or two and then caught the bus back. Callum cooked us a lovely tea. We had pasta with chili con carne. I'd washed some of our clothes by hand so they were drying, and then we took down the toilet tent and the flag as we're leaving early tomorrow for our next site.